Hello, this is Vulturefire, and today's video is going to be a big Paladin deck. And I haven't actually built the deck yet, but in the Discord I asked if anybody had any suggestions for decks they wanted to see me run. The first response was Big Spell Paladin, and that sounded relatively easy enough to do. So I'm going to do it. Alright, so step one is figuring out what cards we're putting in. Most obvious thing is we do want Sundering Blast. That is going to be our big spell to start with. We will put in Singularity into our card pool, but that's it for now. So we do want Potent Augury, I think, which is going to be a way to buff. So Sundering Blast is, as of this patch, 8 mana, deal 24 damage to any enemy, and damage modifiers are doubled for this card. So what that means is, if you play Sundering Blast while you're supercharged, instead of getting plus 60% from supercharged, you will get plus 120%. Likewise, this will give plus 40% instead of plus 20% to it, and so on. Now, this will still always be worse than Singularity because it's still applying 224 as the base damage, whereas Singularity will have a 50 base damage. So we do want to swap to Singularity when we can, but this does mean that we can also use this as our way to get rolling in the starting deck. So aside from that, we do need other cards. One of the big things is we do obviously need a good amount of mana in order to make this work. We are going to be playing a fairly intensive, a fairly heavy list overall, I think. Mana heavy list, I mean. So we do need at least one growth source. We may actually run both of these, because we do also probably want an arcane source in our starting deck. So for mana, I think we want at least one Resolute Focus. Probably Quick Starts. I know the other things, like we want a lot of mana, but we only have so many options for that, and Focus isn't amazing for us. Because obviously Focus is going to, actually we could probably go with Distill Elements. I think that spread works. And then we're going to run Voltaic Surge, Frozen Hide. I think we may actually probably run 2 Voltaic Surges to figure out how we fit the rest of the deck around it. Moonlit Reverie may not fit. I do like having 2 of these, just so we can get Supercharged more often, because Supercharge is such a huge damage boost to that. I do kind of want to do Brittle Shield over Overflowing Barrier, so that if we draw with Potent Augury, we can potentially discard it. But that does have the problem of not potentially working with the Resolute Focus. So definitely one of the issues with this deck is that there are a lot of things that we want to have, and we don't have space for all the things that we want in the starting deck. One of the big ones is I would like to have an arcane source in the starting list. But I think, because we don't really need the arcane source until area 2, because it's how we're going to deal with drakes, I think we're fine like this. But for the card pool, we can run Descent, because we do have whatchamacallits. Increasing mana is fine. Mana Eruption seems potentially fine. Twin Ritual seems potentially good. I always like add this and just like say that I don't need to explain why, but I don't know that that's actually what we want here. For all that I normally would say that is just the best. Frenzied Rage seems okay. Sanctity, Arcane Silence, Singularity. Deranged Insight's not bad either. Trying to think what we cut. Twin Ritual is actually a little bit questionable, just because it is, we need so much mana for that to pay off. I would also kind of like to fit Lingering Ritual, but I don't think I can justify it. And we only need the one. The other thing is, like, we only need the one swap over, and we don't need the swap over, so I don't want to dedicate a bunch of spots to that. Cultivate seems okay. Hunt is borderline. So Hunt giving us critical for free is nice, but setting it up can be tricky. Although I think we have a better time with Paladin where we can do damage with Arcane Detonations. Or not Arcane Detonation. Well, I mean that too. But with that one thing. With the Charged Blades. I do think Mana Blast may actually be good. We may end up being aggressive enough. We may end up in a position where that's also a reasonable swap over card. I don't know if we want Mana Ritual. I don't know if we want Secret Cache. I kind of want Spark. I just don't know if we are going to have enough. I don't know. So, Surprise Attack now, I find that it kind of needs the upgrade to be worthwhile. Because otherwise it just has too high a chance of not doing anything. Oh, we don't have Hobble in our starting deck. There's so many things we want. And there's just not enough room for all of them. We're going to assume that this is fine defensively to begin with. It is pretty low in actual shield generation, which could be a problem. I think this is absolutely going to be the sort of run where we put in the pieces we can, and then we just hope that we'll find the other pieces that we need throughout the run. I should probably be a mana shield, though, given how little mana we have. That's not what I meant to do. Let's see what else. Predator's Focus is probably actually fine. I think we do want Mental Growth. Increasing Vision seems okay. Assault Protocol is okay, but not amazing. Cold Calculations is risky with the Frozen Hide. Like, it's very good, but with the Frozen Hide, it could be tricky to use. I think Regrowth is too expensive. I think Absorb Element works with what we've got going on. Future Sight, Mind Shield, Sanctuary, these are all just good cards. Scrying Blast is okay, but I don't think I don't think we want it as one of our spells. I think we do want Arcane Nova. I want to make sure I include that. Sorcerer's Secretion is actually interesting. Oh, but damage modifiers are halved on Sorcerer's Secretion. Never mind. Oh, Ritual of Runes. Okay, so we probably would like more arcane sources, because right now we are basically just relying on the finding the Arcane Nova. But the Charge Blades do also help. Or, yeah, the Charge Blades from the Supercharging. We'll see how this goes. This was obviously, you watched me build this deck, it's a fairly rough sketch. Card reward is nice. Extra max shield. That all seems fine. And I'm pretty sure we want to go here, because we want to be able to pick up whatever. Okay, so we're fighting Baelator. Mirror Mist is pretty good for us. Scorching Winds is largely unimportant. This one's fun, but I think the Deploy Shield does more for us. That's obviously very good. And then, okay. So what I want is Arcane Aegis. So we get Mana Font here. Could also just go through a bunch of events. I think I like that. This gives us a 50% chance of that. We're giving up an elite for it, but I think that's worth it. And then I'll give us charge up. And we can't do anything with that, but that's okay. This is where Distill Elements does good work for us. Okay, so this is actually going to work out pretty well. We can do this, and then dome you out. And then this turn, we should probably be able to find what we need in order to finish out this fight. All right, well, we don't get to finish the fight out, but should be fine. Because we just need our spell. Arcane Aegis. Love to see it. No luck on. We don't have enough mana for that option, unfortunately, apparently. Do we want either of these? I don't think so, but I don't think we want any of this. I think this fight's probably slightly easier. Should be using the spyglass. I'm just not really sure what I want it for right now. It'll be useful later, but right now we don't have a ton of use for it. This is kind of the problem with, actually, I'm kind of okay with spyglassing this shield. The awkward thing here is we can't afford this, and the potent auguries don't do anything if we are already holding our shield card, RS1 spell, which happens sometimes. Do some damage. Alright. Alright. Not quite enough damage. Unfortunately, we are now stuck shuffling around to stuff again, although we will be able to charge blade out the back one. Yep, start with that. Yeah, that'll kill you. And then we do want that shield, because we are pretty poisoned. And yeah, at this point it's just a matter of we need to draw to our actual damage. That'll do it. 93 damage. Get punked. Contemplate. This isn't actually that good for us, weirdly enough. Magic Staff does more for us because that's an extra damage bonus. Frost Robes is normally excellent, but we just can't quite use it. I don't think we want either of these. But most of the cards in our card pool are good. Most of the epics I think we would want. In fact, I think probably, ideally, you know, all of them you want, but I don't know if that's true right now. So we want to upgrade the Sundering Blast. If we get a Singularity, I think we cut, I think we actually spend the upgrade on a Voltaic Surge, because Voltaic Surge Plus does just so much work. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to draw. Just look at how much damage that did. And this is going to give us the stuff we need. Okay. Let me do this again. And get that lethal. And yeah, 86 damage. Yeah, we get plus 120% damage when we are supercharged. Both these are pretty good. I think the Arcane Silence is the one I lean towards right now because of the AoE. Bag of Tools and Arcane Cloak are both pretty good. I think we're more likely to find enough other good tools, and I don't think there are that many other better whatchamacallits. So I don't know that I want to upgrade Sundering Blast, because we probably will replace it later. I think I'm going to upgrade the Voltaic Surge. And I think we move on. Give me a second. One day just chimed in and suggesting commons only, so that'll probably be a later run. And then I will figure out, I have to figure out which character that's going to be on. Let's pop. Yeah, we can't afford that, obviously. Let's get just lots of shield. We are now shocked. I think that's our arcane bar. Oh, it's from this attack that's coming in. Okay. I have a ton of whatever. So start with this. Delete. And then, I mean, really, no reason I can't just shock myself here. Wow, you're being a jerk. I would never be a jerk to the monsters. Can you imagine me being a jerk? Just get that up, set up. Guess we'll get a bunch of shield. And now, yeah, we just need to draw back into our actual spell. I think we pitch that. Okay, so we do this. Oh, we just can kill with that. Another cleanse isn't bad. Mind Shield's also pretty good. We're not fighting Maw, so I'm more okay with not just going all in on more shield. I would like more upgrades. I don't really care about the cards, but I would like more upgrades. I'm going to play both of these. I think I would rather do that. I'm going to target this one so that we get words. Yeah, unfortunately we can't really get value out of that right now. And it forces a shuffle, which I think is okay. Alright, let me make sure that I had everything out before I did that. That should kill you. Yeah, and I cannot get enough mana out of this. I think I should be in good shape here. Yeah. Get got. I think we need mana before we need the other stuff. Minbot potentially does stuff for us. Reroll token's not super what we were looking for. Nature's Blessing is okay. We may actually take it. Curse the Forest is, I guess, fine. Although still Singularity is what we want most. It's possible I should have more AoE damage. We want to focus on trying to get you dead. It's 9 plus 8 plus it, so that's 60. So let's just do that. Answer is we need more shield. Okay. Supercharged bonus doing work. Obviously building growth is still a little bit of a problem. Should be in good shape for next turn. And they'll just pop twice, which will give us the win. Does Impale do anything for us? Not really. I have Cleansing Shield. Doing pretty good on defense cards. I don't think I really want to cut any of them, though. I don't think we're doing so good that we can afford to cut any of our defense cards. Well, this is definitely very much a tanky list. We have room for one of those. Yeah. That's just rude. You're being very rude. I think I probably need to get this mana boost out. Okay. You are being just exceptionally rude. So it's not the only enemy that's being rude, but you know. Go and get some non-temporary powerful. And this will just demolish you. Oh wow, it didn't actually kill. That's what I get for not actually paying attention. Oh, whoops. At least we aren't taking damage, and it's kind of okay if, and the shield didn't even die, so it's even better. I absolutely need more growth, though. So we're going to do this, which means that we can now supercharge. All right. So they are going to attack this, and kind of didn't want to shovel there because I do want to draw back into Arcane whatever. So the way this is going to work, they're going to fail to actually kill the turret, and they're going to fail to blow me up, and it's going to be very good for us. Alright, now the turret's kind of... Oh wait, no, the turret is actually still not going to die. We are going to explode now, though. Oh wow, no, I lied. Everything's fine. Never didn't have it. Although I would still very much have liked to have drawn the Arcane Silence, because the Arcane Silence will do big work for us. And it's time for our brave shield generator to finally kick the bucket. But you can't argue with those results. Ta-da! Did we played Sundering Blast once there, I think. We need more growth. We obviously will use the card draw trinket. This is an okay upgrade. Deploy Shield Plus is pretty good. We don't have a Singularity. We need to upgrade the Sundering Blast Plus. We're moving on. Okay. I think we're going through here. We don't actually care about either of those, but that's fine. We do care about Mystic Ritual. We are fighting Ruby Dragon, which ideally what we do is we dirtle until we can one-shot the Ruby Dragon, which, you know, is doable for us. It's just not necessarily easy. All right. Let's try something else. And then let's do things. So I want to blow you guys up. I think we do that first. Okay, there's what I was looking for. Are we using it? I think we actually can, potentially. Alright, there's the Arcane Rune taken care of. Okay, we can't actually use that, I lied. I mean, we can play it, but it doesn't get us the value we want. But we do get to block all of it, and they will get frozen. Finally getting use out of that frost barrier. And not quite. That'll get us there. I think we just need the increasing visions. No, I think we need the blazing ritual. I think we do need the mana. I do kind of want more growth. I would like a mental growth. I don't think we need either of these. That doesn't do anything for us. Starting adept is okay. Oh, I have to deal with you. Fortunately, we have arcane. So this will do damage to enemies. We'll turn this on. No, yeah, it's worth doing this, I think. I don't think that's happening this turn. Ooh, we get supercharged now. Alright, yeah, we get to kill you. You remember what the theme of this deck was? You remember what our goal was here? How many fights has it been since we've actually played Sundering Blast? Answer, played a Sundering Blast. Got him. Boom. There's Mental Growth, which was up against other good mana cards, but I do think we need it. Pitch one of those. We do get to do this, which means this is online. Oh, I have messed up. Saved it. It's fine. Needed to not be frozen by this incoming frost. Alright, this is actually going to work out very nicely for me. Okay. And pop for the growth. Alright. Now got a decent amount of growth going. Alright. We are going to get shocked when we are going to explode here. These things happen. It's fine. Hey, we got him. I think we may want to take Sanctity. We just kind of want a lot of cleanse going into Ruby. Sure. Yeah, that seems pretty useful potentially. This is a lot of extra shield. That's why I keep kind of thumbing over it. Mental Growth Plus is also obviously very, very good. Meditate Plus. I think the other Voltaic Surge Plus though, like having them just instantly jump us into Supercharged is just so valuable. Alright, we can force Shocking Focus here if we don't get the Mirror Mist cards we want, which is always nice. Not playing that. Okay. We're going to play that. And then, let's see, I want to do all of these things. What's the most important? Mana for next turn? This is such a dice roll for mana if we do that. I think we just do this. Now we are now very, very overcharged. Hey, we would have gotten mana. All right. Yeah, there's the reflect on everyone I was a little bit worried about. This should be very useful though, because that'll clean off all the reflect. Oh, and this gives us another free copy of the, because that was, no, what was the other event? Okay, it was, yeah, it was just that we only get one copy at a time, because that's just how that stacks out, I guess. Perfect. Oh, whoops. It's fine. Alright, lots of barriers. That's fine. Alright, this kills and doesn't cause us any problems. I think that's worth it. God, I think it's such a hard choice because Shocking Focus is so good. I think we take Shocking Focus. I think we need Shocking Focus more, although it does stand a pretty good chance of shocking us, but so much mana. And then, as much as I don't want to do this fight, I do want to get some of those cards. All right. Everyone gains reflect. Does mean that attacking into that is pretty sus. Not enough shield. But we do get that freeze out at least. And that's something. Alright, nothing happens. Absolutely, we're doing this. You're now down to just that thing. Okay. Bye. Okay. I think I do want to try the Mana Blast almost. Do I? No, we're just going to run Hazy Replica because I'm lazy. That seems useful. It's probably more useful than starting Adept. Just double checking that I wasn't forgetting something. It's just probably better than Minbot. Okay, so goal here. I suppose that for this fight specifically, I really want the Mana Blast more. It's easier to scale. So, in case you're unaware how this fight goes, once this thing gets to half health, which means 120, it will summon its summons. And so our goal is to hit it from above 120 to below 120 in a single shot. See what that gives us. Not super helpful right now. So that's a good start. See if this is enough. Yep. Boom. Like so. Because if it doesn't, it only summons drakes if it lives. So if it doesn't live, we're golden. We'll burn the reroll here. Absolutely no luck, but we'll take the Mana Eruption. I think Mystical Bloom Plus is very tempting. Makes it a substantially stronger arcane source. Was that a turn 1 kill? No, it was turn 2, I think. We may not need the Arcane Aegis anymore. Okay, trying to think through what we do and don't want. I think we want events, and we obviously want those two because that's just always what you want. See what we get. I guess we draw. Yeah, that's not enough damage to be worth playing. Rather just get detonations out at that point. Plus 6 mana is nice. Force the reshuffle. We actually might need that shield. May actually dupe that. Yeah, actually I do want to, so that I don't have to worry about getting frozen by that. We are still taking a monumental amount of damage here, unfortunately. We're kind of poorly on that front. Get to perfectly negate that poison. Lose all of our mana, which just gets us a charge. Alright, we're in pretty good shape here. And Sanctuary is pretty good. Gives us another tough source as well. Oh, well, we do not have what we need in order to get the upgrade there, which I should have thought through because that's something that I think I probably could have figured out if I had spent time thinking about it. I just try to avoid thinking. Fortunately, not much happens to us here. Okay, we're not playing that. Okay, so we are going to explode. But, you know, we explode in a way that kind of helps us. Oh, we have to hit that one. Oh, I should have played these first, because that extra shield is going to give us an extra boost because of Paladin level 10. Yeah, definitely our lack of good high damage AoE is a little bit of a problem. So close. So at least we're not ambushed anymore. But we are going to take some damage here. And all because I got greedy. I don't think I can afford to play that. This should kill you. Oh, that's annoying. I think I kind of want to just get the kill. But I guess it's so close to that. We're just going to eat the damage, I guess. Yeah, this fight's been miserable for us so far. Okay, now we do this. The nice thing is, yeah, you're gonna get frozen. And we don't have any healing yet, which is also kind of an issue. Persecute's not bad. I kind of want just another Contemplate though, because we were kind of low on actual card draw. This is pretty useless. That's pretty useless. These are all pretty useless. That's better than nothing. Okay. Go. All right, we can at least do some popping. But really not enough popping. Considering we're still going to take some pretty serious damage here. Alright, both the distill elements are in the deck. Really? Really? Alright. Can't play whatever if we draw it. Still can't. Oh. Go ahead and do that. Let's see if I can find a way back around to some damage. This is giving a negligible amount of shield considering the amount of health. There we go. I think we'll actually just wait for next turn. Probably should have just copied the potent augury, now that I think about it. There we go. There we go. Alright. You'll take a dig through muck. I'm always here for a dig through muck, whether or not it's what I actually should take. I think we keep rolling. Hazy Replica may not actually be what I want, but it is a free draw too. Okay. We have to do that just to make sure that we can cast whatever. Oh, whoops, I miscounted by one. Bonk. This is a little awkward. I do want mana, which I do not have right now. Yeah, because that needs to happen. And let's do some detonation. Once again, taking 1 damage. Obviously, we want to cleanse off as much as we can, which, unfortunately, as much as we can isn't necessarily that much. I already have plenty of mana boosts, so we'll just set up more shield and such. Nice. Rude. Okay. I think you're the bigger threat, but you're the one that we need to, that we can actually hit right now. I don't actually want to duplicate this, but I need to in order to get enough, in order to get off supercharged. Because I do really want to make sure that we got shield here. good. Bye. Alright. I'll just take another arcane. I'll just take the Arcane Nova. This is absolutely better than that. This is just straight up a good chunk of damage though. And we will go ahead and rest going into this because we can. And we'll see how it goes. This is AoE. This is AoE, which makes summoning a shield right now is not necessarily the most helpful thing. But nice. But I think we are just going to keep doing other things because I want to get off a couple detonations here. So we have 6 mana per turn right now from the various stacking. We can actually play that. So oh, I should have gotten supercharged first. What was I thinking? I mean, I wasn't thinking. That's the short version of it. But we do still get to block. We're now very close to getting the kill on the front one. And let me think. That should do it, I guess. Are we okay to... yeah, sure. That's not really what I was looking to see, though. Yeah, I kind of bet a lot on that being useful, on drawing useful cards, and we didn't. And so we took a lot of damage that we didn't need to. Probably doesn't bode super well for how Baelator is going to go. There we go. Can we finally get a singularity? Hey, we finally get a singularity. May actually keep it. By which I mean I may actually keep both of them in the deck. Upgrade that. Because I think, oh yeah, I think having, yeah, go all in on one of them. Okay. I think we'd rather fight this one, because it means we don't have to deal with the potential of getting attacked by double snail, which is potentially a very bad time. That seems better than the adept. Because that'll let us freeze out the super snail turn if we need to. A whomp. The advantage is every card we play is giving us more growth. And growth is obviously pretty useful for us. I think we just pop you for a bunch of times for value. This should be lethal. Bye. This actually works out pretty nicely. This works out very nicely. Whoop. All right. This is not as nice of a turn. So the question becomes, is it worth freezing out this turn when next turn is the real danger? I think the answer is yes. Yeah, because like now we actually have shield to work with. I think we are going to do this just for safety. All right. This will blow off most of the stacks of buffs, which means that we are now able to actually defend. We actually get a perfect defend here, which is cool. Totally planned. Definitely intentional. Can't prove it wasn't. So this does mean that we don't know. All right, that's what I was looking for. Adept in that is good. We pitch that. And this will do take away both of the frenzy ranks, which is obviously very useful to us. And now get the big spell and play the big spell. Bonk. That's okay. I think we just want another way to draw our big spell. Oh, right. We are here. We only have one option. I think I'm probably just going to go to the event. I don't think I'm going to bother with another treasure slime fight after this. We freeze you out just because I don't want to deal with another turn of Opportunist. Take a bit of damage here, but not too much. So close. If I played things differently, I totally could have killed that right now. Because all I had to do was have like a little bit more bonus of whatever. actually going to do anything else besides this then. I want to make sure that that goes away. Alright, we did get at least a 6 growth, so we will at least get 1 extra mana this turn. Forcing the reshuffle anyway. Okay. Yeah, getting mana stacked up for next turn. Pretty low on growth right now. Okay. Supercharge. All right. Alright, this kills the front one at least. And takes away all of the fortress on the back one. And we can just get a lot of value, or a lot of stuff stacked up for next turn. Although we are pretty close to just having the kill with whatever. Supercharge should get us there. Just need enough detonations. I don't hate having the persecute. Yeah, we're just gonna take event. Cool, we didn't have to deal with them actually trying to kill us. That's not very useful. Like to get tough going into this fight would be nice. Oh, we already had it, and the other thing going into the fight is nice. I don't think we need the Arcane Nova for this specific fight, because there's only one enemy. Probably don't even need the Arcane Silence, but whatever. Removing cards is hard. Just gonna heal. And we'll see how it goes. Obviously, this has not really been one of my higher energy episodes, but what are you going to do? Well, that's interesting. Okay. Alright, so of all the parts of this to not get, the curse is obviously the part we are the most fine with not having. I say obviously, because it's not necessarily obvious. Okay. Summon. Let's take the energy. Ooh, I really want to play that, but I think playing this is more important. And honestly, just go all the way in on getting shield. Oh, whoops, missed that. Would have been worth an extra growth. I think we do want to play that probably. Probably. Should we want to play that too? Do we care about things? We're going to do that. This is an okay turn to freeze out. Although I guess it doesn't do a ton for us. But so now we're at 18 growth, so we're getting a bunch of mana turn. Not the most impressive singularity, but it's ours. Let's see. Go ahead and do that. Should pop off a whole lot. Give us a pretty good amount of sturdy. Getting 8 mana a turn, which isn't bad. See what we get out of this. Sure. All right. Pretty good amount of shield. Pretty good amount of damage. Not amazing, but pretty good. Part of this is that I was offered Future Sight and I decided not to take it, but a lot of this is also like we didn't get Ritual of Runes. I think I forgot to put any more copies of Potent Augury into the card pool, which I should have. What I get for doing a fairly quick and dirty build. Don't really need that. We do want that shield. Still have several trinkets just sitting around unused. All right. Yeah, that's lethal. Okay, so that's the run. Like I said, not the most impressive run. I'm not a huge fan of the deck. I may or may not end up actually posting this list because it's not that great. But we got there. Like, there were a few fights that were rough. We just kind of fell apart for a couple of fights, but nothing too egregious. Mostly just not getting the defense engine running properly. As Paladin decks go, like I said, I think this is a fairly low tier one. I think that we didn't get much out of our overall theme. But, again, a win is a win. See you guys next time. Toodles.